So this is just a bit of a late development, which I thought I'd let you guys know about. Palace Football Club has updated the planning application for the new stand, has been approved by Croydon councillors, paving the way for the transformation of the stadium. So as I've told you before in previous videos, the previous application required fresh approval and had to be granted before any work could begin. It has now been agreed. There have been some minor changes, minor integral design changes following advice from a fire engineer, with alterations to the positions of doors, stair lifts, cores, the provision of an additional evacuation lift, and additional partitions to separate lobbies, minor external changes to the west elevation to reflect the revised positioning of entrances at ground floor following advice from fire engineers, and revisions to the landscaping scheme to reflect consultant advice received on security, landscaping and sustainable drainage, with a clear line of sight to the fan zone, the provision of sustainable urban drainage systems on site, and the retention of additional trees. So that's what's been changed in this new planning application. Once the permission has been formally approved, the club will be able to agree plans for the acquisition of the 6 houses in Woodeston Road and the relocation of residents, and also to conclude ongoing discussions with Sainsbury's to acquire the piece of land required for the development. That, I think, is going to be the stumbling block. I think Sainsbury's is going to be the stumbling block here, because they have caused a number of issues over the years while this has been developing. So I wouldn't be surprised if that drags on for a little bit. Steve Parish has said, "I would like to thank Croydon Council for their continued support for the stadium redevelopment, which will bring substantial investment into the borough as well as breathing new life into Selhurst Park. We would have liked to start the project sooner, but our plans were delayed by financial constraints caused by COVID. In the last couple of years, our focus has been on bringing the academy development to fruition, but our attention will now return to the stadium project. It has been long in our ambition to extend and modernise Selhurst Park, making it a home fit for the 21st century. We're looking forward to getting started on the project. This has a lot of preparatory work to be done in the coming months, and we will update on a likely timeline in due course." So it looks like it's all systems go. I'm sure it will get formal approval. I'm sure that will be announced pretty soon, and then they can get started on the houses and the discussions with Sainsbury's. But obviously, as always, I'd like to have your views on this, whether you think this is a good idea. I'm sure you do think it's a good idea. Any thoughts or ideas that you may have about it, or any questions you might have, I'll do my best to see if I can find out the answers. There you go.